going. McFarland Spartan basketball is on the air. Good evening, Spartan Nation, and welcome to McFarland Boys Basketball, the home opener this year for your Spartans. My name again is Bill the Big K Cather, your play-by-play announcer, 69-year-old, two-time cancer survivor, just living the dream of bringing McFarland youth activities to you. Still waiting for the mothership, ESPN, to give me a call, but kind of giving up hope on that. So with that known, I'm still going to continue to do my best to keep this telecast as accurate, informative, and entertaining for your pleasure as possible. Let me first give a shout out to those watching in Whitewater, tonight's opponent, as well as in Kansas City, Minneapolis, Chicago, Houston, many other locations, including Pennsylvania, California, Arizona, Florida, and even my own son, an athletic director down in Colombia, South America. For your information, these games, again, can be viewed 4 different ways. Some of you are now viewing live at Cable 982 Charter. A second way is these are live streamed at the McFarland Cable website, which is YouTube McFarland Cable. Third way to view these are later tonight, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, whatever. Again, go to our McFarland Cable website, which is YouTube McFarland Cable. Or the fourth way to view these is go to the Village of McFarland website and click on the icon there, and you can connect to that site. So while I continue to preview tonight's game, I hope you appreciate the efforts of the McFarland Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Joe Hartson and Mr. Ben Peterson. Again, when they get to the school songs, I'll be doing a little Cather karaoke as a tribute to the legendary coach and music band teacher, Mr. Bill Garvey, but we'll wait for that when it arrives. On the outside tonight, yeah, boy, I'll tell you, it's a very chilly 19 degrees here in McFarland, according to Mr. Gary Indiana Canalti of CBS, Mr. Bob Lindmeyer, ABC, and Al Roker of NBC. But as Brent Musburger used to say, who cares? Because you are looking live inside McFarland High School Gymnasium on this Friday evening, December the 8th, 2017, to witness tonight's battle between the Whippets of Whitewater and your McFarland Spartans. The Whippets of Whitewater are coached by Mr. Hugh Gnatzig. Assistant coaches Steve Shears and Samuel Fuller. Division III school, 586 students, 2-1 on the year and 1-1 in the Rock Valley. They lost last week, 68-55 to frontrunner Beloit Turner. They're led by 5'9" senior Robert Neveas, averaging 15.5 points a game, 6'4" senior Daniel Fuller, 12.5 points a game, and 6'4" senior Ben Klosky, averaging 12 points a game. For your McFarland Spartans, coached by Mr. Jeff Meinhold, assisted by Tim King, Chris McGrath, Pat Toohey, and JV coach John Feldner. Division II school, 687 students, 1-2 overall, 1-1 in the Rock Valley North. At their first victory against Edgerton a couple nights ago, 57-48. They're led by 6'6" junior Trey, the Tower of Power Chisholm, averaging 15 points a game. 6' junior Philip, the Magic Man Robinson, 11.7 points a game. 6'2" junior David, the Wild Thing Tenius, 10.5 points a game. 6'2" senior Brady, the Blender Butler, 6.3 points a game. 6'2" senior Nick Herbie Herbst, 2 points a game. 6'4" senior Hunter, Mr. Diligent, keeps going till the job gets done, Patchen, 9 points a game. And a 6'3" senior Cody Nassau, Wanta. He'll launch him from anywhere at any time. And tonight's halftime special interview, please stay tuned for that, is a sit-down with Mr. Nassau, Cody Wanta. So please stay tuned. A lot of interesting things, great things came up in that interview that I had the pleasure of doing with him. Last year, McFarland won both outings. Their initial meeting down at Whitewater was a 56-55 victory for McFarland. Players who were in that game: Fuller, 11 points, and Parrish, 13 for the Whippets. And for your McFarland Spartans, Butler had 8 and Patchen 5. Second meeting last year was 65-39 in favor of McFarland. Fuller had 3 points, Parrish had 7. And for the McFarland Spartans, Butler 12, Robinson 8, and Herbst with 5 points last year in that contest. I believe some keys to tonight's ball game for McFarland. One, which is true of all basketball games, would be to limit turnovers. Number 2, I'm going to say they're going to have to be very aggressive tonight and really concentrate on boxing out on the boards against a taller Whitewater squad here tonight, as well as they need to up their free throw percentage and take advantage of free throws, as we call them. For Whitewater, number 1, they're going to need to be patient against the pressure defense of McFarland, because I'm sure with the little height advantage Coach Meinhold's going to bring maybe some potentially full court pressure here to the Whippets tonight. And then secondly, then to also limit their turnovers. So the question will be answered tonight after two 18-minute halves is who's going to go to 2-1 and move up to second place in the Rock Valley North Conference? Will it be the Whippets and a happy bus ride home, or will it be your hometown McFarland Spartans enjoying and evening their overall mark at 2-2 on the year? So again, I'll wait. When the band comes up with the school songs here, we will move to Cather Karaoke as a tribute to Badger Bill. Next, I'm going to just mention a couple of things here. Our Spartan sponsors, again, I appreciate it if not only you use all these local businesses, but also when you go in there, let them know how much you appreciate their support, not only of Spartan Athletics, but also the whole entire McFarland School District. So here are our Spartan sponsors, and this is a rather lengthy list, just to show you what great support we get here. Edward Jones, Joe Muting, and Tyler Weedle Agency. Gingerbread House Preschool, Nelson's Bus Service, SG Insurance, Steve Garville Agency, Schrammel Realty Group. Oh, here we got the school song going. I guess I want to move into Cather Karaoke on the second time around here. Fight for our Spartans, valiant fight. For our colors, brilliant fight, fight, McFarland High, don't let them buy you, rah, 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 hail to our Spartans, valiant, hail to our colors, brilliant, though odds be great or all, we're victors overall. Tribute to you, Badger Bill Garvey. I'm sure you're looking down from heaven tonight, and again, gone but never forgotten. You did so much for the school district and for the kids here over the years and that with band and athletics and everything else. So kudos to you, Badger Bill. Let me continue on with our Spartan sponsors here. Again, I'll start over again. Edward Jones, Joe Muting, and Tyler Weedle Agency. Gingerbread House Preschool, Nelson's Bus Service, SG Insurance, Steve Garville Agency, Schrammel Realty Group, McFarland State Bank, Baker Tilly, Angelo's McFarland State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman Agency, Gunderson Funeral Home, Sparkle Auto Body, Ken's Automotive, Madison Futsal, Luke's Cafe, Lakestone Properties, Culvers of McFarland, Washa Construction, Main Moon Chinese Restaurant, Spurley Farms, Wisconsin Betting Dan Frank, Green Lantern, McFarland True Value, Dan Chin Homes, Rural Masonry, Credo Product Development, 608 Threads, Farmers Insurance, Mike Chandler Agency, The Little Gym, Quick Trip, Scott White Chiropractic, and Zelm Chiropractic, Matt Splinter Memorial Foundation, Maple Tree Supper Club, Tim O'Brien Homes, Spartan Bowls, Shelton Signs, and Spartan Pizza. So again, not only please use our local sponsors, but again, give them a little shout out for appreciation for all they do for the kids and this community on a very positive note. All right, one final thing here. McFarland Cable TV, Channel 982 is a function of Village of McFarland and producing high school sports, the result of a community survey and fan interest indicating viewers like you at home as well as fans and attendance desire this type of programming. I encourage you to inform your village officials by way of an email, phone call, or how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. Positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of the media. The State Journal, Thistle, Cable Channel 982, as well as our website. Remember that, YouTube, McFarland Cable, anytime to view any telecasts. Once again, thanks for your support. And now, I have the real pleasure tonight of being joined by girls varsity head basketball coach, Mr. Pete. I call him All-State Willicott because I said All-State because you're in good hands with Coach Pete. So, Pete, thanks again for helping out tonight. This will be great having you on here for a little commentary. And I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn it over to you, and you could either do a little preview of tonight's game or you can talk for a couple of minutes now or during a timeout about your own season so far. Well, take it away.
Excited to see the Spartans play here at home. Got a chance to watch them in Stoughton earlier this year. Showing some of their competitiveness. They've got some depth that they're trying to work through here, so it'll be exciting to see them compete tonight here in a nice conference game.
Yep. And again, I'm just going to love this because with having Pete alongside of me, he understands a lot more about the little technicalities and some of the sets that Coach Meinholt might go in here and what we're looking at on both ends of the floor, both offensively and defensively. So this will be great. Thanks a lot again, Pete, for coming along. One other thing I'm going to quick throw out here. Some people say, okay, the Whitewater Whippets. What's a Whippet? A Whippet is a dog breed of medium size that resembles a small greyhound. They originated in England and are also known as snap dogs, which was a poor man's racehorse. They are also, and this is the most interesting fact, they are the fastest accelerating dog in the world. So we will see how that fits the Whippet basketball team and see if they are the fastest accelerating basketball team that we've seen.
Well, they are going to have some of the biggest dogs on the
They
court,
do have some of the big dogs. I agree with you there. So we're going to step aside here for just a minute. Please, if you're at home, do what we're going to do. Stand, put your hand over your heart, remove your headgear, pay tribute to the United States of America. And this is Bill the Big K Cather along with Coach Willicott. We'll be back in just a minute for the opening tip. All right, Bill and Big K Cather back, starting lineups here for the Whippets. Trying to do my best I can here to keep track of that, as I'll be doing stats again tonight. Number 3, Bryce Parrish, a 6'4" senior, averaging 9 points a game. Number 5, Ben Klosky, 6'4" senior, averaging 12 a game. Number 12, leading scorer Robert Navejas, 5'9" senior, 15.5. Number 14, Daniel Fuller, a 6'4" senior, 12.5 points a game. And number 24, James Diederich, a 6' senior. And the starting lineups now for your McFarland Spartans. Brady, the blender Butler. Throw all the talents into a machine. Blender, mix them up, and out comes Brady Butler. Nick Herbie Herbst, number 4, 6'2" senior. Number 12, the Magic Man, Philip Robinson, averaging 11.7 points a game. Number 30, Hunter, Mr. Diligent, never quits till the job gets done, Patchen. And 33, the Tower of Power, Trayvon Chisholm, averaging 15 points a game, a 6'6" junior. All right, so what do you think here, Coach? We're going to see that the Spartans going to pressure full court and trying to match up against the size here, or? I
would expect a heavy dose of the 1-1-3 that they've been working on quite a bit. Okay. That zone turns into more of a 2-3 zone, but starts off in that stack alignment so that you can't pressure the seams. So hopefully they can rotate out, get better on their closeouts than what they had in Stoughton, and have a chance to limit the points.
I was going to say, I witnessed that. So in the jump circle, we've got Klosky and Chisholm. Whoa.
Offensive tip.
Open
Love
tip. Butler underneath. And, Brady missed the little bunny underneath. And that would have been a nice quick start for the Spartans.
Very well executed tip there by Chisholm.
Yep. Tower of Power. Said he'd do it on both ends. Well, I'm kind of surprised that team would allow that to happen right out of the chute. Usually you kind of protect your own basket a little better than that. Navejas, leading scorer, coming up. Floor.
Here's your zone right here now.
Yep.
Very important to watch the closeout of the wings
Diedrich.
on this.
Right, Nevaez. Whitewater looks to be very patient here. Just working the left side of the floor over there, Diedrich.
Got to get a ball reversal, flip the
Nevaez.
floor.
Rotating around, top of the key. Diedrich over to Nevaez, over to Fuller. Heck of a quarterback in football. Diedrich over to Nevaez. Fans coming to life, making a lot of noise here. Very patient for Whitewater. Nevaez going to launch one off the back rim, and the magic man, Philip Robinson, on the bust out down the floor, attack the basket, and the kiss off the glass, and 2 for the magic man. And a minute and 9 seconds into the first half, Whitewater a little puzzled here on how to attack that, so an early timeout by Coach Konatsik.
I would expect one of two things here. Either Robinson's going to start anticipating that reversal, get himself another takeaway there, or Coach Meinholt might switch the defense as they're adjusting into their zone offense look, come out in man, come out in a 1-3-1, something like that to keep them guessing.
Yep, I think that's what you want to do, because I can tell you very much so. I have seen you do that yourself. Kudos to you. Saw that, I believe, in our first ball game. We got like in the last 50 seconds of a ball game and timeout was called. You totally switched defenses and confused. I can't even remember what game it was, but boy, it was an excellent coaching move. Kudos to you. All right, let's see if what you predicted is correct.
Here we go, sitting on the reversal here one
Nevaez.
of these times.
Parrish. Guarded by Butler on top. Butler and Robinson kind of switching off and on here on the top of this defense. Fuller. Very active crowd here tonight, Pete, on a Friday evening. Nevaez.
Tell you what, this is exactly one of those games where I wish we had that shot clock.
Yeah, I think this might be the first team to 30 might win this ball game, huh? Deep left-hand corner and airballed and out of bounds off of Bryce Parrish, the 6'4" senior, and McFarland ball.
You hear Coach Meinholt talking about it right there on that rotation. When that ball goes to that right wing, Phillips got to knock Herbst down back to that corner so they don't get overloaded.
Yep. Philip Robinson, guarded by Nevaez. Chisholm, out high. Butler. Kind of Patchen trying to work the low block on the right side. Into Patchen, in there on Parrish. Oh, nice left-handed move, but a little bit short. A little short-armed on it. Nevaez coming down. 10-foot jumper from the left elbow, no good. And on the bust out, here comes the magic man again. Robinson. Good decision. If nothing's there, don't force it. Butler. Back to Nick Kirby Herbst. Over to Patchen, going to launch one, and a little deep.
No crashing on the offensive end there for McFarland. They're going to have to start to figure that out if they want some second chance opportunities.
Yeah, especially with the size differential here tonight. Nevaez getting fans coming to life. Bench, as you can see in the background, coming to life. It's good. Full team effort here.
McFarland's in man-to-man here in transition.
Nevaez going on Herbst, and Herbst on the little push as Nevaez attacked the basket. Robert Nevaez, 5'9" senior, 15.5 points a ball game. Leading scorer so far for the Whippets. Inbounding the ball, Daniel Fuller. Nevaez, bring it out on top. Trying to direct traffic a little bit here and trying to see what the change in the defensive set for Spartans, how to attack this now. Strictly a man defense for the Spartans. Nice kick out. Nice defense by the blender Butler. Coming up on the outside, denying that entry pass. Good hustle, Brady. Top of the key, slow it down, get set. Herbst. Down low to the Tower of Power. Trey Chisholm, a little strong on a bank shot. Patchen up on the backside. Nice job to the Magic Man. Got the feet and shoulders set. Nope. Nice job by Brady Butler doing a lot of little small things here that Boy, really kick into a total team effort here. Nice job. Magic Man, beautiful baseline drive. A short arm, but the tower of power. Trayvon Chisholm for a deuce, and we're at 4-0. 13:45 to go in your first half.
Distinctly different approach to the offensive glass there. 3 rebounds, getting in there, being patient with it, finding another great shot.
Well, and I think the thing is, even with the size disadvantage, they know they can crash the boards because it's not like Whitewater is going to bust out on them. Nice defense again, and a TO. And so far the Spartans, we have played 4.5 minutes pitching a shutout. Nice start. Who we have checking in the ball game? Oh, Cody Wanta. Tonight's featured halftime interview, please. As soon as we go to overtime, I had a pleasure of sitting down with all these seniors. Tonight's senior feature interview, Cody Wanta. It'll be about 6.5, 7 minutes. Some very interesting insights that you get from these seniors as they're closing out their high school careers. So please stay tuned for that at halftime. Cody Nassau-Wanta. He'll launch him from anywhere at any time. Had the pleasure of coaching him also when he was a freshman. Myself and my son Brett had several of these kids when they were freshmen. Trey Chisholm, tower of power, showing his versatility. A little strong out the back iron. Nice rebound again by Butler. Oh, and a shove in the back.
Little concern when they're in that 4-out alignment. They're getting very stagnant along the perimeter. You want to make sure you continue to drive. Hopefully that post can make the appropriate slide. We actually kind of ran into that a little bit last night.
I think we might hear, there will be a few times you'll have thoughts that will be dipping back into your head about last evening, huh?
Yeah.
Beautiful drive by Cody Nassau-Wanta, and he throws in his first deuce of the night, and we've gone underneath, we're at 12:45 left in the first half, 6-0, your Spartans. It's a great start. We're playing here to see who's going to move up into second place in the Rock Valley North Conference. Still not being able to crack the bucket. Daniel Fuller, a little strong on that. The blender, Brady Butler, already a couple rebounds. Intercepted pass. A nice job on both ends here. Chisholm. Deep entry pass. Oof. Boy, I thought there was a little push on Eli Cole there, the 6'3" freshman. But got away with it. Pretty physical, down on the block, fighting for possession. Oh, and Chisholm tried to enter the ball down to Patch and a little strong on that. That's a tough entry pass from way up on top,
it's a
correct?
tough angle, but you'd like to see Patch go get that thing with 2 hands.
Yep.
2 hands, 2 feet, something we preach all the time. Brady Butler does a phenomenal job with that. You'll see him come to a 2-foot gather all the time and creates a lot of and ones because of it. Knock him down. There we go.
Neveas. Pease. Fuller. The Pease. Fuller. Fuller. Klosky trying to work the post against Chisholm, and that's a no-go.
Chisholm's got to make sure he's winning the power of the feet, the battle of the feet, not getting worried in that hand fight and stuff.
Yep. Got to stay a little low in that post. There we go. Another bad entry. Forced entry pass. 11:20 to go in your first half. 6-0 on the attack. Wanta.
Nice backdoor cut.
Pass, yep. You're back out front. Just set it up. If nothing's there, don't force it. Move and a launch. And kaboom! The Magic Man, Philip Robinson. A tray and a deuce, 5 points, and we're at 9-0. And we just got underneath the 11-minute mark of the first half. Whitewater has played 7 minutes of basketball. No score.
My math is not outstanding, but I think we're on pace to win 36-0 right now.
Okay. I think a lot of people would probably take that bet if you were to lay a few wagers. I think you'd lose a few house chore bets on that. The launch, kaboom! And you jinxed them right there. The Spartans, you open up the door for Robert Naveas, the 5'9" senior. 15.5 points a game, and he splashed one. Nice rebound by Cody Wanta. 9-3, 10-10 to go in the first half. Chisholm, Robinson, Wanta, Robinson. But he better get a hand up in his face because Phillip was showing. Oh, nice entry pass. Patchin, get it in there. little strong. I like to always see him use the backboard when you get in that deep. Nice drive to the basket and shut down Chisholm, denying Ben Klosky on that drive. Wanta strong to the hole and a little strong again. Like to see that ball go up off the backboard.
And get to 2 feet,
yep.
create some
Set.
stability.
Yeah, a little out of control, I would say, with that. That would not be what you would call a solid foundation on that shot. No, nice kick out. Klosky, the little 5-foot jumper. And Klosky gets his first deuce of the night, and we're now at 9-5 at the 9:20 mark of the first half. Again, a big thanks here to Coach Willicott for sitting in here tonight. This is wonderful for me, adding a lot of extra little insight. Oh, the Magic Man, kaboom! Philip Robinson, 2 trays and a deuce, 8 points for the 6-foot senior, averaging 11.7 points a game, and we're at 12-5. Just under 9 minutes to go in your first set. Oh, and beautiful entry pass into Eli Cole, a 6-foot, 3-inch freshman, and he was fouled by Cody Wanda.
That is the difference between getting position with your hands and your feet. If he slides early or gets in position, he might be able to take a charge there, but he's a half step behind. The arm comes down, you're going to get called on that every time.
And first throw is good for the freshman.
They are creating a little confusion right now. McFarland going make-miss with their defenses, showing their zone on makes and miss. They're falling back into man-to-man, so it's keeping that offense a little more conservative.
Boy, I would say the Eli Cole, I counted them. Those were the 6 steps of the Cather free throw method. Eli must have ordered my my CD that I put out.
I was going to say, I know it wasn't a DVD, a VHS maybe.
No, I think actually it was an 8-track
yeah.
or a beta. Good call, Coach. Philip Robinson. Nice first half to his game. 12-7, 8:30 to go in your first half. Daniel, the wild thing. Tenius, a little strong on this first 3 ball. Seeing his first action of the night, 6-foot, 2-inch junior, averaging 10.5 points a game. He had a good start to the year. Bryce Parrish, a little strong off the back iron, nice rebound. Cody Wanda, been mentioning his name quite a bit. That's what you want to do when you come off the bench, be noticed.
He's doing himself a favor, doing his team a favor by being a force
Look at how
multiplier.
aggressive he is being, too. I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was a better one, too. Got himself to a little bit better of a base there, just rattled off the rim.
Again, I'm going to say it,
Off the
backboard, backboard, backboard. I can't tell you, when we had him as freshmen, boy, every night it was shooting drills off the backboard, coming in, getting at the 45-degree angle, and put it in the box.
Spend a lot of money in that athletic budget to put those nice things up there. We might as well use them, huh?
Don't you? Yeah, to put that little box up there on the backboard. Nevejas. 7:30 to go in your first half, 12-7. Bad entry pass. That's a tough angle again. Can't enter it to the low block from the top of the key.
You want to be below that free throw line extended, create a better angle there.
Yep. God, what does it take? 2 dribbles?
Yeah.
Or 1 pass? Here we go again. Oh, 2 for 3 for the Magic Man. Little errand on that. Went a little wide left. Maybe somebody opened the door and we got a little breeze coming in from the side door that blew that a little wide left. Nice entry pass. Oh, nice hands that time.
I would bet that if Coach Meinholt glances
Alex
at that
Farrell.
possession chart, he's going to notice a correlation between Whitewater baskets and man defense right now.
Tenius. Max Hansen. Back to Tenius. And kaboom! The wild thing! Daniel Tenius. His first 3 ball of the night. And we're at 15-9 at the 6:30 mark. It's nice. Fired up an air ball in his first attempt. Came right back. Got his feet and shoulders set. Nice rotation on the ball and banged down a 3. 15-9 Spartans. 6:20 to go in your first half. Parrish. Nice pass.
That's exactly the shot you want your opponent taking. A foot inside the 3-point line.
Strong Diederich and Ben Klosky, the 6-foot, 4-inch senior, rebounding, taking it strong to the hole against the crossing guard, Max Hansen. He usually tells you when you can and cannot cross the lane. Thus, the crossing guard. Klosky, oh boy. 3 for 3 from the stripe tonight. And I believe all 3 of the makes are what I call Disney free throws. Swishes can come true. All net. Kloski's second attempt. A little strong and off of Max Hansen's hand and hit the end line. Got to be strong with the ball. 15-10, 6:08 to go in your first half. Again, stay tuned at halftime here. Cody Wanda, 6-minute, 45-second interview with him. Oh, nice entry pass. He got Chisholm on his backside. Got the nice angle.
Got to have a better angle on the closeout. Every team in America runs the old pin for the inbounder there on the 3.
Yep.
Max didn't have a great angle, gave a straight line pass to the post.
Tenius, nope, a little strong on that. Rebound coming away. Here comes Fuller. Nice kick back in the lane, and on the spin move, Bryce Parrish is going to be fouled. It's about the first time tonight that Whitewater's kind of been on a little bit of a bust out.
Yeah, they really attacked the paint well on that one. Fuller had a nice hesitation move there on the wing.
Yep. Looked like he was going around right end on that with the football. I think you saw that a few times. Although he liked putting it in the air, I would say, huh?
Yeah, he was a tremendous athlete for them this year.
Second toss for Parrish, and it's good. 15-13 at the 5:30 mark. Fast moving first half here, Coach.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, don't blank or it'll be over.
Yep. At Kirby Herbst. You liking these 2 18-minute halves as compared to the old quarters?
Yeah, I think it allows the kids to play a little bit more. As much as I like talking with them in breaks and stuff like that, it has them forced.
Oh, was that a beautiful look by Nick Kirby Herbst to Daniel Tenius? A wild thing.
Tremendous job peeking at the rim as soon as he touched it.
Yep. Austin Ackerman was a little deep on the initial 3 ball. Like to see it, though. Austin's got a good little shot from out there. As long as you get your feet and your shoulders square to the basket.
I think he's going to want to throw this into someone on our side.
Probably, yeah, that would be good.
Butler can do a lot of things. Inbound
or he could have thrown it off the official and then got it, correct?
If he's in the right angle. I think he was standing out of bounds, though.
Double A kaboom for the Railvac battery man. Double A, Austin Ackerman. Nice job, nice rotation. 2013, 7-point advantage at the 4:35 mark of your first half. 7-point advantage for the Spartans. Oh, into a nice little 8-foot turnaround jumper by Bryce Parrish. That was a little too easy, Coach.
Yeah, you'd like to have him contest a little more. I don't know if that kid's going to be going by him on the dribble. You probably get a little more pressure on that.
Yeah, Bryce Parrish averaging 9 points a game, so he can knock him down. So got to contest that a little more. Double A at the top of the key over to Blender Butler. Coach Meinholt. A lot of people in this ball game, and the Tower of Power, Trey Chisholm. Nice side. You see Ackerman over in the corner. Boy, he wanted that ball again, feeling it after you always dump one in. It's like, quick, feed me.
Love seeing Trey go up and get that thing with 2 hands, come on down, gather, play strong with it. Like to see him keep it at that high point a little bit better. But
Yep. A deuce so far in the ball game tonight. 0 for 1 from the stripe. Fairly low scoring because those initial possessions for Whitewater took a minute and a half apiece, and knocks the second one down. 21-15, 2 possession. Oh, beautiful entry pass. Beautiful entry pass by number 23, Dylan Pease, the 6'1" junior, entering the ball into Ben Kloski. To Bryce Parrish.
That is something that Coach Meinl will have to address. That is a designed break off the free throw. If you notice, they leaked out one sideline, 2 ahead, and they have the post running right to that rim. That was really well executed by Whitewater.
And, as we've always seen, the ball can be moved much quicker with a pass than with a dribble. Everybody wants to just think that you got to bust it out, a fast break, insist at busting out and beating them down the floor on the dribble. No, 1 for 2. 2 out of 4 so far for Bryce Parrish. 4 points so far in the first half. 21-16, 3:50 to go in your first half. Butler being dogged by Fuller. Nice drive by Herbst. Kick out to Ackerman. And a little pull-up J by AA. Austin Ackerman. Doing a nice job coming off the bench here. Like I said, every time you come off the bench, be noticed, do something positive. Play hard. Nice drive and a beautiful kiss off the glass. I'll tell you, they're starting to work Parrish up on the top of that left elbow, Coach.
I'll stand corrected on my initial assessment of worrying about him going by on the dribble there. He did a pretty nice job of finishing.
Yes, he did. And the kiss off the glass. He used the little box up there. Herbst, nice kick out to AA Ackerman. Patchen trying to set a high ball screen. And be careful not to set a moving screen up on top there. Patchen, get a little lower. I still got the ball entered in that deep. Tenius, not bashful about putting the ball up. A wild thing. 1 for 3 from 3-ball land so far for Daniel. 23-18, 2:40 to go in your first half.
I'd like to see Patch the next time he catches it in there, work the old Sigma step, go ahead, square to the rim, see what's going on.
Yep. Or a little up and under.
There you go. A little Dominique, all sorts of nice tools to use down there.
Yes, sir. Again, at halftime here, we're coming up. We're 2:20 to go in the first half. Stay tuned for that interview with Cody Wanta. Neveas, a little on the short side. Nice tip back that time by 22. Eli Cole, 6'3" freshman. Fuller, guarded on top by Daniel Tenius, and a push out on top. A good 33 feet from the basket. You don't want to get caught doing that. It's pretty good, Coach. We got 2:09 to play in the first half here, and we are not yet in bonus, which is pretty good. Hey, also right now I want to give a quick shout out. I got smiling Ryan Denzer on the camera tonight. I've got BB, Ben Becks on the camera. I've got Andrew, the Mastermind Day, over on the board. Stephanie, the Queen Milla, also on the board. And out of the Twin Cities, Patrick Morn helping tonight. So we got everybody here, a full crew tonight, providing all the graphics and helping us make this production even that much better for your viewing pleasure. So I hope whether you're in Whitewater, Wisconsin, Columbia, South America, Pennsylvania, Minneapolis, Kansas City, wherever that you are, or even here in McFarland, I hope that you are enjoying this broadcast tonight. I tell you, I hope you have as much fun as I do bringing this stuff to you. Just kind of living a childhood dream, huh?
I'll tell you what, my in-laws really appreciate it. They love to pick up these games. They've got them all marked on the calendar.
Where are they from, Pete?
Slinger, Wisconsin.
Slinger, Wisconsin. That's great. Like I said, it just gives everybody such a neat, for these kids, it's a memory. They can go home and watch the game if they want to, or you can record and make copies of. Oh, 2-ball for Mr. Diligent. Hunter Patchen, his first deuce of the night. 25-18 with a $1:20 to go in your first half. Neveas guarded by the Magic Man out top. Entry pass. Klosky. Doubled. Neveas. Oh, high-low. Sneaking in the backside there was Eli Cole. And kaboom! Daniel Fuller. Kaboom! Hits his first tray. And we're 25-21, 50 seconds to go in the first half. Again, please stay tuned for that interview with Cody Nassau-Wanta. I think you'll find it very interesting what some of these kids have to say about a variety of things.
I'm still astonished by the great
beautiful
you had with Gabby Rundy.
I'll tell you, some of the things I learned from some of these kids are just really interesting. I think everybody will find them very interesting because I just went with the direction that the kids took me in with the interviews. Didn't ask them all some same questions, but others we just kind of went with a beautiful drive that time by the blender, Brady Butler. 27-21. Nice baseline move in the kiss. No good on the 3-ball by Eli Cole. Oh, nice spin move that time by number 5, Ben Klosky. His third deuce of the first half. 2, 3, 1, and no good. And your halftime score, please stay tuned right now. We're gonna pull it up right now. Your interview with Cody Wanta. We have at halftime your Spartans 27, the Whippets of Whitewater 23. Let's cut away right now to the interview with Cody Wanta. All right, my senior guest tonight is senior Cody Nassau-Wanta. That's my nickname for him because he'll launch from anywhere at any time in the ball games, and I like that. That's very positive. Cody, this is a lot of fun to be able to do this with you because I know Brett, my son, and myself had the chance of working with you during your freshman year and just watching you grow up and become a young man now.
Yeah.
So this is good. First question I want to ask you, okay, Cody Wanta, what's your full first name?
Full first name is Kodiak.
Kodiak, and where does that come from?
And that comes, I don't know, my dad and my mom. They were going to name the dog that, and then they had me instead, so, you know, that's how I got my name.
Came up with Kodiak, okay. Yeah. What about your favorite TV show, Cody?
Favorite TV show is Survivor, the game show.
Okay. Favorite movie?
300.
All right. Favorite restaurant and food?
Red Robin and chicken.
Okay. What kind of car do you drive around town, Cody?
Toyota Corolla.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you then, what other activities, Cody, have you done, whether it's sports or clubs or anything? Just kind of share with us everything you've kind of done over the 4 years of high school.
My freshman year, I did student council and as well as basketball and baseball. I've done basketball and baseball all 4 years, and then for clubs, just student council freshman year, and then sophomore year I did DECA. But other than that, just basketball and baseball.
Okay, good. So you've been involved in a variety of activities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Would you say that's important to be involved in a lot of different things?
Yeah, for high schoolers, I think it's definitely important to get involved in everything.
What do you learn from those other things outside of athletics?
You just meet new people, the people that don't necessarily play sports, do those clubs, and like develop new friendships with everyone, and yeah.
Good answers. What about, what's maybe one of your proudest moments in all 4 years, whether it's basketball or anything that's happened to you through high school?
On basketball, it's just my first varsity game at Lodi last year. And then me and my friends play fantasy sports for all sports. We play fantasy hockey, basketball, baseball, and football. And last year I won the fantasy hockey championship, so pretty proud of that.
I'm sure the others continually hear about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a little bragging rights there, a little smack talk on that. What's maybe a disappointing thing that happened where you said, oh gosh, I wish this would have turned out differently, or, you know, anything that comes to mind?
Physics was tough.
It was tough, yeah, tough class and that?
Yeah, some classes were tough, and I wish I would have spent more time in study hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you want to know something? I'm really proud of you for saying that because that's a valuable lesson that, you know, and that's one of my next questions. What life's lessons have you learned through high school? You know, and you obviously learned one there, which is?
Just to, like, the academics go first, and just work hard on everything, on the basketball court, off the basketball court, and yeah, make sure you're getting everything done.
All right. What about budgeting your time?
Oh yeah, that's tough with practice. Like once winter starts, you got basketball practice all the time, and then after basketball, you go right into baseball. So once winter starts, I don't have much time after on my nights to do many things that I want to do. It's just from basketball straight to homework or stuff to get stuff done so I can stay on the basketball court.
Have you found yourself making some tough decisions sometimes where you had to say no to some things?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Because you had to get other things done.
And especially if you work, like a lot of people have jobs, so that makes stuff tougher too.
Okay. If you had one word to kind of describe your basketball experience over the 4 years in that, what might be one word that would describe you, or you know, talk about just your experience going through?
Well, I just say amazing. I've loved every second of my basketball career here, whether it's winning games, winning conference last year was a lot of fun, or just going out to team dinners or hanging out with the team. It's a lot of fun all the time.
Okay, I think that's pretty cool. What about advice to younger players, Cody?
Just to work hard every day at practice, and yeah, if you work hard every day at practice, good things are going to happen, and it's going to translate to games.
What about your future plans?
I plan to attend MATC this year, as well as work at the Family Business Carpets Plus in the warehouse.
Oh, okay. How'd you get interested in that?
Just the whole family does it, so it's kind of been, you know, I helped my mom at work when I was younger, growing up. Sometimes in the summers when I didn't want a babysitter, I'd go to work with her.
That's cool. What are you going to study at MATC, Cody?
Business and finance.
Okay, so what do you see yourself 5-10 years from now?
I'd hope to move up in the family business and become a salesman.
That's cool. That's a great goal. Hey, I'm going to give you a chance, final shout-out time. You can say anything you'd like to your coach, to the community of McFarland, relatives, fans, anything. Here's your chance to...
Just want to thank all my supporters throughout my 4 years in high school. Family's been great, supporting me, and my girlfriend Libby, my friends. They're all great supporters, and I thank them very much.
Okay. What about, I got great grandma and grandpa Ray and Fran, and Aunt Chris and Uncle Kurt?
Yep, those are the family members that can't make it to most of the games.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what, for myself, watching you grow up from a freshman and all the way up, and this has been I'm real proud of you, and as I'm sure Brett would be also. For that we had the chance to work with you as a freshman in that. So you've been a great representative of this community. Very proud of you. We wish you the best in the future. And I would say stay healthy, continue to make good choices, and remember McFarland. You've been very special to this community, Cody, and you need to know that.
Thank you.
Okay? You're welcome.
Thank you.
Did the same thing with the girls, so get a real chance to see a different side of these kids. And for like Cody, like I said, my son Brett and I coached him as a freshman. It's kind of fun to see how much he's grown up over the years and where he's at right now. So hope you enjoyed that. Again, what I like to do, I always like to give shout outs to people watching. So my first one tonight, a special shout out to Stephen Shelley Miller, watching up in Wausau, Wisconsin tonight. Hello. Hope you're enjoying this telecast. Few others. Trayvon, the Tower Power Chisholm. I'd like to give a shout out to Chelsea and Sean. Daniel Tenius. I'd like to give a shout out to Bailey in Milwaukee. Hunter Patchen. To his grandma and grandpa. To Aunt Shannon, Tricia, Lisa, and Uncle Brad. Brady the Bender Butler. To his brother Ryan out in L.A. Good to see you, Ryan. I remember coaching him a little bit back when he was in school. Cody wanted his night's featured guest. Great grandma and great grandfather Ray and Fran. He's got Chris and Uncle Kurt down in Lake Geneva. Max Hansen, hello to the Hervots down in Houston. Austin Ackerman, AA, knocked down a deuce and a tray for Nancy Wagner in Milwaukee, as well as Seth Howry, past player here. It's to see him still recognizing alums. Nick Kirby Herbst got some time in the first half here. Grandma and Grandpa, Bob and Carolyn up in Park Falls watching. Luke Witter hasn't made the ball game yet, but Grandma Agnes up in Wausau. Brett Strode hasn't made the ball game yet, but Grandma Mary in Mauston and Aunt Julie and Uncle Bill. Brett Simon has grandparent Bonnie and Bill and a sister Kristen. So those are some of the shout-outs that I had tonight. Some of the people like to get those in. So again, we appreciate. I will take anybody that would like me to give a shout-out to any of you that are watching in any parts of the world. So let me quick run down the first half here. Trevon Chisholm, 3 points. Philip Robertson, 2 trays and a deuce for 8. Daniel Tenius, deuce and a tray for 5 points. Hunter Patchen, 2. Brady the Blender Butler, a deuce. Cody Wanta, a deuce and a tray, 5 points for AA. Austin Ackerman. For the Whippets, a 3-ball for Navejas, 3-ball for Fuller, 3 deuces for Ben Klosky, 6 points. Pair of buckets for Bryce Parrish and 2 free throws. I'm sorry, Ben Klosky also had a free throw for 7 points. Bryce Parrish, 2 deuces, 2 free throws for 6 points. And 2 free throws for Eli Cole, the 6'3" freshman. So, what do you think we'll see the second half here, Coach? Welcome back in, Coach Pete Willicott of Varsity Girls.
I think you're going to see a little bit more zone from Coach Meinholt. They got to do a little bit better job of taking care of the high post entry. You get that high post entry, and it opens up a lot of stuff against the zone. So, I would expect to see Chisholm get up there, be a little more aggressive on that. Some guards maybe digging in and being able to get that ball out of the painted area.
Think when they can kind of push that ball up the floor.
Yeah, I mean, you see
if it's
Phillip
there
early on. That's the key. Hunt the paint, really get up there, be aggressive, and then reset. Get into your offense from there,
right,
as opposed to trying to take equal numbers. Really fight for advantage numbers.
I mean, if they're there, you like playing 2-on-1, 3-on-2, correct?
You know, most of the time when we run those drills in practice, our defense struggles. So I usually like to try and put us in that position offensively. So.
Yep. All right, so here we go. 27-23. Again, rather slow start to tonight's ball game because it took Whitewater quite a little while here to kind of get into this ball game and figure out what the McFarland defense was doing early in that 1-1-3, what we said. 27-23. 4-point lead for your Spartans. Magic Man, Butler, Herbst. Back out to Butler, feet, shoulder square. Oh, a little strong. That wasn't good.
Watch the shot there.
Yep, and the bust out, and Daniel Fuller gets the early deuce, and it's down to a 2-point ball game, 27-25.
There was a little lapse in judgment by Brady that time. When you're on the top of the key there and you're the one who launches, you got to make sure you're in the get back.
Yep. See somebody going past you, boy. You better turn and get your little Rarender getting back there. Patchen, Butler. Tell you what, we got to work a little harder in that post to gain position. You know, just kind of stand a little bit too upright in that. Get a little low. Use your back ender there to establish. Get a little better seal on that when you're down at that low post.
Well, and the big thing is to come and meet that pass with 2 feet, 2 hands, be a lot more aggressive on trying to get it.
Boy, and I'll tell you, Bryce Parrish is having a free day up there at, and Coach Meinholt, a little fired up there.
Reversal from the first half. I think McFarland went up 4-0, and they got a timeout in the first minute there. And here we are, 1:07 into this 4-point run, and off we go. Let's readjust ourselves here.
We are knotted up. I believe it's full timeout. I like to do once in a while things too. McFarland boys alums. I like to find out where they are right now. Let's look at JV coach John Feldner's kids. Eddie Feldner is a 1995 graduate, multiple all-conference honors, scored over 1,000 points in his career. He presently helps coach youth basketball here in the community. Oftentimes works at the scorer's table also. And his daughter, Sydney the Pest Feldner, is a freshman on your varsity squad. And before you mention her, Brian Feldner, his other son, was a 2004 graduate, played 2 years at Fort Valley Junior College in Illinois, went to the Sweet 16 both years, and then also played 2 years at Quincy University in Southern Illinois at NCAA Division II tourney each year. Presently working insurance in Quincy, Illinois, so very proud father, John Feldner, of his 2 boys, and boy, they were both excellent players when they were here. So maybe I'd like to mention just a little something about the Pest.
Oh, she has just
Sydney.
been a phenomenal player for us. Really, really just bringing the work ethic every day. She had a shot last night to put us back into contention. That was just, I mean, to have a freshman who has the courage to do that. She said she got a little advice from senior leader Mary Zahn, who said, get ready to shoot the ball. So she did, and she nailed it.
A little strong on the overlay. And again, Butler, 3rd rebound. Boy, doing a nice job. I think that's Brady's 3rd offensive rebound. Boy, they're attacking the basket really nice on the baseline, and just strong on the overlay by both Robinson and the tower power Trey Chisholm, and not a shooting foul on the floor, I guess.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if you could see it on the angle, but when Brady came in for that rebound, gets to 2 feet balanced right off that baseline, that allowed him to be able to make the next play.
I can't tell you how important is footwork, not just a basketball, but every sport, but a basketball too. Patch and square it up. Nope. Footwork, huh, Coach?
Tremendously. You know, everybody thinks about the arms and the shoulders and all that with shooting. Get your feet set. Make sure you have got a great base, great consistent lift, and you can do some really special things as a shooter.
What do we shoot a basketball with? Arms or legs?
Yeah, shoot it with your legs. You just happen to have your arms hold it there.
Yep. God, see, once in a while I show that I do have a little knowledge of this game. Oh, nice rejection, 24. Diederich in the ball game. A launch by Fuller, and kaboom! Daniel Fuller, his 2nd tray, and the Whippets have busted out here. 7-0 run to start the second half. Nice. And Patchen in at the low block, getting position on Bryce Parrish.
We affectionately refer to that as an arum.
Explain
use the ball, shot fake, and get them in the air. You want to air them, air the defender. So that's exactly what he does. The little show the ball, get him up, create contact. Now you're in foul trouble, you know, creating that count for you.
First toss. Nice job, Hunter. Can you please explain to me What good comes from leaving the floor?
Boy,
from jumping.
It just looks so awesome when you get that one block after
out of
four
a
fouls.
500.
Yeah.
Oh, do not leave the floor.
Sideline break here. Here you go again.
Yep.
Look at the post.
30-29, 1 point Whippet lead. 15:30 left to go in your ball game here tonight. Playing for 2-1 Mark in second place. Beautiful left hand. And again, positioning by that was Ben Klosky down deep. His fourth deuce. 9 points for Ben Klosky. Philip Robinson a little out of control. Nice recovery. Butler over to Nassau. And kaboom! Nassau launched one, and it hit the target. And our halftime special player of the game, Cody Wanta, a deuce and a tray, 5 points. And we're knotted at 32 at the 14:54 mark.
Be curious to see if they start fronting in the low post here.
You're going to have to excuse me. I've had a really bad chest cold, so if I happen to cough a little loud into this, get the mic out of the way first. Oh, that was not a pretty shot. Oh, great hustle that time by number 3, Bryce Parrish, to keep the ball in the Warhawk. In the Whippets' possession. I almost said Warhawks for the university down there. And again, up and under, I'll tell you, Bryce Parrish is really being tough. They're getting that ball in deep. And again, what did he do? He put a little ball fake on, we left the ground, and up and under. Have to stay on the floor. Daniel Tenius.
Very small lineup in right now for the Spartans. Be interesting to see if they go man-to-man now at this, or if they're going to have one of those 5 go in there and play center.
Yep.
I just don't know who it would be, if it's Philip or Daniel or Cody. I don't know. Could be Wanta.
I think that just about covered everybody, Coach. I think
I didn't throw Herbst or Butler in there.
Oh, just go ahead and throw them in there. We'll see.
Tell you what, if it was Jerry Herbst, he'd go in there and lock that thing down.
Yeah, he would. He wouldn't say, hey, I can't. No, there's Nassau again, a little wide right. And the rebound. Fuller.
They're going to have Daniel down there.
And we got a double on Nevejas and a little push. I think it was on Brady Butler.
Whitewater's starting to utilize that baseline runner, so McFarland's got to be careful. If that center lifts, got to make sure those wings are sinking backside.
35-32, 3-point lead for the Whippets. Again, a Whippet, what is it? The fastest accelerating dog in the world. Don't know how that converts over to this team, but kick out Nevejas, leading scorer. Nope, a little strong off the backboard. Boy, and a nice rebound that time by Eli Cole, the 6'3" freshman for the Whippets. Getting a lot of playing time, freshman. Nevejas, drive to the basket. Robinson thought he might have got a little ball, but nothing called. Butler. Good decision, slow it down. Get set. Baseline cut off by Fuller. Tenius. Butler. On top, Wanta. Slow it down. Direct traffic. That's okay to do sometimes. Everything gets a little out of whack. Herbst. Butler. Corner to Herbst. Going to launch one from the corner. Kaboom! Nick Herbie Herbst. Tray ball, and we are knotted at 35 at the 12:40 mark. Left to go in your ball game.
You want to talk footwork. When he caught that ball, his feet were set. They're behind the line. They're ready to be action ready. You know, they're ready to attack. They're ready to shoot.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, and a miss. And, boy, was that an easy little entry pass. And Bunny missed that time by Parrish. I agree with you. You know, the other thing, he had his hands set, ready to just receive the ball and go right into the shooting motion. So many times kids get open and they sit there, and once the ball is delivered to them, then they start to get set.
Yeah. You got to do all that work before you receive the ball.
Anticipation. Magic Man. Little 7-foot jumper, and the kiss off the glass. I love that. That would be my favorite shot right there of the whole night. Little kiss, pull-up jumper. 10 points so far for the Magic Man, Philip Robinson.
And here's where we have the generational difference. Oh my goodness, do mid-range jumpers just drive me bonkers. I'll tell you what, if it looks that pure, if it's that beautiful off the sweep there from the perimeter attack pull-up, I could probably live with that one. But oh my goodness, do mid-range jumpers just make me...
Don't back up because I'm more than twice your age, huh? Coach Willickett here could almost be my grandson, people.
Oh my
so
goodness.
that's okay. We give a little different perspective here on the ball game, right?
Yes.
Old school, new school, and then guys who think they know like me, and then guys in the know like Coach Willickett, right?
I don't know what it is I know, but oh boy. It'd be interesting to see how they change. You know, Trey back in here at that center position.
Yep.
If he'll be able to provide some more size, if he'll still play behind. If he's going to have front on the entry, though, he has to slide to the baseline because that's exactly what every time the kid catches it, he's just drop stepping baseline. Slide there, take a charge, or be able to contest, but don't just sit high side.
You heard it here first.
There's a slide on the baseline by Trey. Oh,
Fuller. Kaboom! Daniel Fuller, his third tray of the night. That's like he's throwing Hail Mary passes there and converting them.
The wing cannot dig that thing out. Not when Fuller's in the
Chisholm, nice little move down on the lower right baseline. And Tower of Power, his second deuce of the night to go with a free throw. 5 points for the leading scorer so far this year for Spartans. And we're at 39-38, 1 point advantage for the hometown team.
I'll tell you what, that technique right there is called the Ackley hook. He got that elbow right around the hip, got around and that. I've seen our fine athletic director, Paul Ackley, use that one in the morning ball several times.
Okay, he's patted the back of his athletic director and his boss here, so he knows it's been a successful night here.
Again, look at where Trayvon was aligned right there, on the baseline, forcing him to come back to the middle, creating some turnovers, bringing help from the weak side.
I want to see you now, a move that you can attribute to our former athletic director, Mr. Brad Minter. So he's sitting at home watching this ball game saying, wait a second. I took credit for the Philip Robinson pull-up jumper. You've got the Paul Ackley little baseline move.
Yep.
So now let's get Brad Minter involved with this someplace. I'm
tell you
expecting you to bring that up.
I'll tell you what the Brad Minter move is the multiple defenses that were being used in that first half there. Being able to switch that up. That was something that he instilled in me very, very early. We used it when we were back slumming around at the freshman level. Brad and I doing those freshman games as the odd couple there. His name's on a banner, and I was some guy who thought I saw basketball on TV once.
Well, you know, the other thing, if you wanted to point out Brad Minter here, it'd be anybody that's going to dish out assists because he was the assist man for Gary Anderson, Wisconsin Basketball Hall of Famer. The night that Gary Anderson, I believe, scored 52 points to have the, at one point in time, the all-time all-city scoring record in Madison. Who was the assist man that night? Brad Minter. Oh, and Daniel Fuller, errant pass. And Fuller, I'll tell you, he's showing his all-round athleticism. Great athlete. Nice bounce pass into the low post. I really like what Phillip did that time. Went one direction. Step back, create a little distance.
Too often when they're trying to throw it into the post, you get kids who just want to kind of stand stationary and do that sort of thing. You've got to take the hip. You've got to attack it, use a change of direction, just like you're going to drive by him, and then you make the pass.
Almost as if he's sealed him, and then threw the nice little bounce pass in there. Trey Chisholm, 2 for 3 so far tonight from the stripe. Go with 2 deuces, up to 6 points, averaging 15 a game. But again, he's battling in there against a little taller Whippet squad tonight. 40 all. I know at one point in time I said the first team to 30 was going to win this. Not a very good rotation on that shot, but still went in 3 for 4.
Well, my prediction of 36-0 is not looking any better
it probably
than
didn't
yours.
look.
So.
Thank you. I wasn't going to bring it up, so.
Got to watch the weak side here now. Make sure that wing doesn't get too far over.
Especially Fuller. He's kind of heated up. Now we got Neveas over there.
Forcing him baseline.
Ackerman, nice job. Didn't have anything there. Like what AA did there.
Great adjustment by Coach Meinhold within the half here. Not even at half, but within the half to get them to start forcing him that way.
Down low, Chisholm, and that's perfect. Get the ball into the Tower of Power down in the low block. Nice kiss off the glass.
That is some grown man basketball right there.
Well, he had an opportunity to watch his brother Sean play for quite a few years. Boy, so much can be learned from watching, can't it, Coach? Tenius, a little strong, and the rebound to Fuller.
Just realized I misspoke, too, about forcing baseline. Forcing them back to the middle.
Okay. See, we proved that we're not perfect, correct? And we're willing to admit our mistakes and correct them and move on. Naveas, boy, we had a clear view of that on our monitor, just a little strong. And there is number 33, Ben Stoll, making some of his first appearance, I believe, 6'7" junior. I got some definite size on this Whippet squad. 8:56 to go in your ball game here.
Couldn't quite tell on that possession there, but it almost looked like they were changing their attack a little bit with a little crossing motion between their two post players. That'll require some extra communication from McFarland's defense.
Well, I can tell you, Coach Konatzig, he played enough ball down at Whitewater. That's a Whitewater name. Stahl for his second toss. And the second one is good. First free throw is a little short, so no legs. Use his legs on the second one. 8:56 to go left in your ball game. We're at 43-41. 2-point advantage for your hometown Spartans. Friday night, December the 8th, 2017. Rather nippy, probably 15 degrees. Maybe when we leave the ball game tonight, it might be snowing outside. And the launch, kaboom! The Magic Man lighting them up. He's had 3 trays to match Daniel Fuller's 3 trays.
Tremendous job having his feet set, ready to go.
He really does. You know, I think he learned that as a freshman. I can't remember who helped him as a freshman, but
Give a shout
well,
out to
actually,
Brett
if he followed my son, that's why he's knocking him down. That got pretty close to automatic at times if you weren't in his face. Like I said, several people said when he checked in, you better be at the scorer's table.
He's got that in the gym range. When he's in the gym, he thinks he's in range.
46-41, 5-point advantage for your Spartans here. 8:35 left in your ball game. Tenius over to the Magic Man. Robinson, I was thinking about going baseline. There he goes right back. Little pull-up jumper, a little strong. See, he needed to stop one dribble shorter. Then he could have hit the little 8-foot medium-range jump shot off the backboard. And a beautiful backdoor cut by Ben Klasky, his 5th deuce of the night to go with a free throw. 11 points for Klasky. He's averaging 12 on the year so far. And at the 8-minute mark, we've got a 3-point possession ball game left. Boy, I can't thank you enough here again tonight, Coach, for just sitting in. This is so good just for all the extra, for the expertise that you bring to this. I mean, it really does.
Well, it's nice.
Add a lot to the telecast.
It's nice so when you can talk basketball and not have to be held accountable for any of the mistakes, right? I mean, I haven't done anything wrong yet.
Daniel Tenius, kaboom! His second tray of the night to go with a deuce, 8 points.
A little glass work on that one there.
6'2" junior. 2-possession ball game, 49-43. Up going baseline and lost it off his leg was Ben Klasky trying to go baseline right.
They're playing much more stout down there right now, and it's nice to see them able to create some turnovers. You notice them trapping that baseline every once in a while as well, trying to get them to kick it back out. Just make sure it's not Fuller they're kicking it back out to.
Yeah, you're right there. Can excuse me if there's some little coughs in here. Bad chest cold.
And I thought basketball season was when I spent the whole time coughing.
Oh boy, that's for sure. We could make usually quite a pair then, huh? Nice hustle that time by James Diederich, the 6-foot senior. Out there dogging Tenius. Kick it to the corner. Herbst, right corner, going for his second one, and we got a little push in the corner on Brady Butler. He and Tenius both looking in disbelief. Again, a little shout out here on the cameras tonight. BB, Benny Becks, Smiling Ryan Denzer. TC out of the Twin Cities, Patrick Morn. And on the board tonight, Stephanie Miller, the Queen. And again, a shout out to Stephen Shelley, watching tonight in Wausau, Wisconsin, as well as the mastermind, Andrew A. Day. Thanks again. Boy, these productions are so good, our camera work and everything else. We have so much fun, and hope all of you at home, no matter where you are enjoying this. Fuller, oh, nice little pull-up J. The deuce, 3 deuces, 3 trays.
Great job by him getting to 2 feet, getting his shoulders square, getting ready to attack that. That was very well done.
15 points for Daniel Fuller. 49-45. 6:15 left to go in the ball game. Hunter Patchen, Mr. Diligent, honeycombed out, and the rebound to Bryce Parrish.
I would bet if you took a gander at the shot chart right now that mid-range jumper is not an overly high percentage, Mr. Cather.
Ooh, I like this. We need to come up with a talk show, huh? Old school, new school, something. That's why our listener and our listening ship is growing more and more, because they see point counterpoint all the time here, huh?
I suppose when you do solo missions here, you probably don't argue with yourself quite as much as we argue.
No.
Huh?
I think I'm going to have a little fun with your next telecast here. I'm going to be calling for that short-range jumper in all of the remaining girls' games.
Well, when you see it go up, just look to the table. There'll be someone checked in.
Oh, we have a little too much fun here at times, don't we? That's what it's all about. Memories for the kids, entertainment for an old guy like me, and having a little fun for you. Get a chance to look at it a little bit differently out there. Wanta off the Butler. Oh, and he got bumped after the shot.
I will say this, though. I did not love his spacing right there. He's catching that thing 1.5 feet in front of that three-point line.
Yep. All right. The Butler, or the blender, Brady Butler. Said you throw all the basketball skills into a blender, mix them up. Out comes Brady. He's only got a deuce so far tonight. Slow down. Aaron Rodgers, R-E-L-A-X, relax. And do your routine and knock them down. R&R, relax and routine. And look at that beautiful rotation on the second one by Brady. 3 points for Brady Butler. 50-45, 5-point advantage here. 5:15 to go. And a timeout by Coach Natzig. Okay, I'm going to come up with, got a couple little factoids here. Some of you at home listening. The first college men's game was played on January 18th, 1896. The University of Iowa beat the University of Chicago 15-12. As well as, since we're into first, the first March Madness was officially in March of 1939. There were only 8 teams, and Oregon beat the Ohio State University 46-43. So there is your factoid. I'm going to use a little trivia question that I used in one of the girls' games, so you can just bet on this real quickly if you'd like to at home. How far is it from the free throw line to the hoop? How far is it from the free throw line to the hoop? Is it 12 feet, 17 feet, 15 feet, 18 feet? Make your bets. Place your bets right now. How far is it from the free throw line to the hoop? 12 feet, 17 feet, 15 feet, 18 feet? And the answer is 15 feet. Some of you are cheering and some of you are booing and saying, what did I just lose? All right, maybe on one of these next ones, next time out or something, I've got a few, I call them Cather's quotes to live by and play by. Might just throw a few of those out and let the coach comment on those during the next time out.
Love them. We'll use them for our motivational of the day at practice.
Okay.
I've stolen a few of them. I haven't cited my sources at all. I steal them and take all the credit for it.
Be my guest.
Notice Whitewater overloading the zone now. That's going to force the guard to cover the high post, so that wing on the weak side's got to be active on the lob.
And you're leaving Fuller open on the backside. Oh, beautiful tip back by Ben Klosky.
Tremendous
sixth deuce.
Tremendous job by Whitewater. Overload the zone, get it to shift, and leave your shooter all the way on the weak side. Really well done by them.
Magic Man got the bad angle again. Might have been shoved. I couldn't see it. I was blocked.
It's a lot harder to get shoved when you're on 2 feet.
Yep, you're right. Again, we said what good. Oh, beautiful entry pass. And Klosky brought the ball down and stepped on the end line. Good offensive coaching move by Coach Gnatzig.
Yeah, that's really well done. And again, Fuller's not the one who hit the shot there, but the whole idea of being able to get your best shooter a shot all by his lonesome there is
Absolutely.
really, really well done.
Set him up alone on the backside of that. Butler, Patchen. Baseline jumper again. Butler again on the offensive boards. And kaboom! The Magic Man. 4 trays on the night. 2 deuces. 16 points for the Magic Man, Philip Robinson.
One of the best times to shoot a 3 is off an offensive rebound. You know when the other best time is? Anytime.
Anytime. That's what I was going to say, but I thought, well, I'll wait. Fuller from downtown. That one came from Spartan Pizza, and that was a little short. That only made it to the gazebo, I think. 53-47, 3:30 left to go in your ball game. Chisholm, nice position. Oh, good defense that time, and they got the double, but a little too aggressive.
McFarland answering back, overloading this side of the floor and sticking Phillip in the weak side corner there.
It's been a pretty well-played ball game tonight, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, not too bad. We're not watching a
clean,
turnover festival
not
here.
Not too sloppy.
No, 2 teams that are both 1-1 in the conference right now. One of these teams will go to 2-1, be 1 game out of first place. Boy, and you got to try and own your home court. Was that a beautiful assist from the Magic Man over to the Tower of Power, Trey Chisholm, and they've opened up an 8-point advantage at the 3-minute mark left.
Perfect pocket pass there by Phillip, and a tremendous job by Trey to bend his knees and sink his hips to go get it.
Klosky sneaking in on the putback again for a deuce. 2-possession ball game, 55-49. 2:50 left to go. Patchen, nice strong move by the Tower of Power.
Thank goodness he didn't just settle for that mid-range free throw line jumper.
Yeah, I hear ya. You didn't even give me a chance to say that, huh? I was going to come back at you with that one. And I hope you're all enjoying it, because this will be the coach's last opportunity to be on a telecast, as he is not going to be invited back ever again. So please feel free to jump in. You've got 2:38 left to go to whatever you'd like to say.
Well, let me talk to you about some other stuff that I got on my mind here.
I'm sure you have plenty of things, huh?
No, it's one of those things where you get your shooting percentage. You only have to be 33% less from the 3-point line to be able to get the same points per possession. And if you can get to the mid-range, one more dribble like Trey showed you can get you to the rim where you can get an and one.
Yep.
So that's one of my biggest frustrations with it. And then you're usually pulling up, how many uncontested mid-range jumpers do you get? It's usually a contested look, which your shooting percentage is going to come down dramatically.
Or you're going to wind up at the stripe.
Right. 3-point plays is the way to go. Either 3-point by getting it to the rim at the and one, or the new school way by standing outside that 3-point line.
Okay, you know what? You've done enough.
Have
you
I
will be
converted
invited
you?
back. You will be invited back. I'm a convert now, okay? I've become a Willicotite.
Oh, I don't know if you want that.
A Willicotite?
There's no
There you
surgery
go.
to fix that.
I don't want to go into that cult. It's all fun. Again, I hope you people at home are enjoying this as much as we are. 2:22, all 2s on the clock. 8-point advantage. Oh, there's Fuller all alone. A little bit deep, but boy, they're getting on the backside.
That is the one thing, as much as I love zone defense, is the one problem that they're going to run into weak side is you may be down a rebounder depending on if your team's shifted or not. And that's exactly what happened to Daniel. He had pretty good position on one of the guys, but unfortunately there were 2 there, so he ends up getting hit with a ticky-tack here.
Yep. 2:15 to go.
Corner back to Fuller. There you go, Nick Herbst. Nice job waiting on that shooter in the corner.
2:05. Fuller, good.
Love that
Keep
closeout,
an eye
under
on- yep.
control, contesting with a hand.
Now again, tough entry pass. Again, from up top. Magic Man, get under control. Boy, he's going to attack the basket and make just a beautiful pass. Bounce pass again, and Chisholm missing the little 2-foot bunny.
Another phenomenal pocket pass, so you can't argue
Yep.
with that look. Getting
No.
a look at the rim there.
Little strong by Klosky, and Chisholm on the rebound.
So that's, again, you know, Nick has position. Nick Herbst has got position down there, but they're down a guy because of the way their zone was shifted. Trey does a tremendous job coming back across the lane, understanding that 70% of those shots are going to end up on the weak side, going and seeking that ball. It was really well done by him.
You know, I call him the Tower of Power. You have your own new young lady player who I have nicknamed the Freedom Tower. Katie Hildebrand. I call her the Freedom Tower. She towers above the others, and she is free to play anywhere because she can knock them down from anywhere. So I thought the Freedom Tower was pretty appropriate for her.
That is very appropriate, and yes, she is tremendous. To have her inside-out abilities has been phenomenal, and the stuff that we ask her to do as a freshman is really just not right. I shouldn't be doing that, but she's just so gifted. She's worked so hard, and got to take advantage of those opportunities. So.
Right, for sure. Can't. A 6'1" young lady is very nice to have.
And what a great young lady she is. Basketball beside itself. What a great person she is.
Good family. 1:07 left to go in your ball game. 57-49. Again, another nice entry pass into the Tower Power Trey Chisholm. Trey only 3 for 5 from the stripe. That was one of my keys tonight too. Was saying still gotta take advantage of these free throws. Boy, you can't be shooting down around the 50-60% range. You got to try and bang that up. Again, nobody's guarding you. Just take your time.
Did you notice?
I said I'm still selling them. I've got plenty of CDs available. All right, that's better, Trey.
Here's that sideline break again.
58-49 as we've hit the 1 minute mark and just kind of launching them. That time that was Ben Stoll, a 6'7" junior. Nick Herbst. And if they can just space it now and move the ball. Oh, my goodness. Phillip, maybe ill-advised 3-ball there, Coach, with 45 seconds left. And now you give them a deuce on the other end for Daniel Fuller. And we still have a 7-point ball game here.
That will be a tremendous learning opportunity in film.
Coach Meinholt, 2 fingers up to the side of his head, one on each side, saying, think, Phillip. You know, you have 50 seconds left in the ball game. You didn't need the 3-ball there.
You know what I love? What I just saw here, though, is Phillip's over there. He's talking with Coach Meinholt. Coach Meinholt's still sharing his piece here.
Absolutely.
And Phillip points to himself and says, hey, you know what? That's on me. That's my bad. The accountability is great. Now we got to move on and take the next step here and just execute.
Yep. Brady Butler, another miss, 1 for 3. Actually, going back that I did run into Phillip last night at his job, and I said, hey, where does your chin belong? He pointed up, which was really good. That's something he's really worked on, is just keeping a good positive attitude. And I think you used the right word, being accountable.
Looks like our official here saying dual touch, calling for a jump ball.
Which then we would go to the table, which would tell us
It's gonna stay
which
down
way is
on
the
that
possession
end.
arrow.
Yes. Great communication by the officiating crew here. One of those gentlemen there was actually at our game last night. So he's had back-to-back McFarland games.
I saw you having a little discussion with him. I thought that...
Correction was made. Last touch, Whitewater.
Okay. So we're at 27.3 seconds left. 58-51. Hopefully here, it looks like maybe the Spartans are going to go to 2-1 and 1 game out of first place in the Rock Valley North Conference. Seems to be still some confusion here. Full court press. Patchen trying to inbound into Philip Robinson, and double or even triple team down there. Foul called on number 23, Dylan Pease, and Philip Robinson will be going to the stripe. Again, Pete, thanks a ton for sitting in here tonight. And yes, I retract my bumping you off the team here. You're welcome back. You backtracked enough, and you've converted me. I'm becoming a Willicudite.
As long as you don't mind my one-man crusade against mid-range jumpers.
Boy, I got to find out what else you don't like and just push for that too.
Once the mics go off, we can talk.
Oh, yes.
Tell you what I do like.
And again, what happens here stays here, correct?
I'll tell you what I do like, though. I do like being able to sit here and talk some ball with you, so I appreciate the opportunity.
Huh? Nice job, Philip. 2 for 2. Nice ball game tonight. 18 points for the Magic Man. 60-51, 21 seconds to go. Nevaeh has been kept really under wraps, their leading scorer for the night. And to Herbst, just let it run out here, guys. No need to foul.
Just
Butler,
get on the bus.
Robinson. Yep. Just dribble it out. And a nice ball game tonight for the McFarland Spartans and Coach Meinholt. All right, any closing words? And then I'll put a little wrap on this, Coach. But again, thanks a lot, Pete. And we're looking forward to our next telecast, which will be next Tuesday night with your girls here in a home game.
Tremendous team coming in with Bigfoot. Going to be exciting for that. As for this game, really impressive the way they made the adjustments at the half there, within the half. And real kudos to the kids being able to be flexible and make those adjustments and execute at the stretch here.
Okay. Well, again, thanks a lot. Have a good evening, you and your family and your wife and young Archie and that. Have a good rest of the good weekend. All right, so tonight's final score from McFarland, Wisconsin. 60 for your McFarland Spartans, 51 for the Whippets of Whitewater. Again, I'd like to thank all my helpers tonight with our local cable crew. Miss Stephanie Miller, the Queen Bee, and a shout out to Stephen Shelley once again. The Mastermind, Andrew A. Day. We've got up BB Benny Becks up on camera. We've got Smiling Ryan Denzer. And we also tonight from the Twin Cities, Patrick Morn. So again, thank you very much, all of those people under the direction of cable coordinator, Mr. Eric, the big boss man Redding, for all their time and effort in providing a quality telecast tonight for your enjoyment again. Your setup, takedown, graphics, camera work, again, were exemplary, and you're all to be commended for a job well done. My hope is that this telecast tonight provided you, the viewing public, with an enjoyable evening of McFarland Youth Sports, and for the kids participating, many special memories for them as well as all of you sitting at home. Again, I feel honored and privileged to be given this opportunity. So be sure to either get here in person or join me for our next telecast. As you heard, Bigfoot ladies game next Tuesday, December 12th, girls game. So this is Bill, the Big K Cather, just living the dream, signing off and reminding you all, stay healthy, stay positive, live each day to its fullest, and God bless you. And so long from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA.